So AI literally takes control of my entire DMs, which means I can book meetings in my sleep on complete autopilot without having to do anything myself. This can be used for outbound and inbound, and it can also be used across Instagram, Facebook, and text message. So if there's one video you're going to watch on building AI solutions and building an AI bot that actually works and actually has good responses so it looks human, then this is the video for you. In less than 20 minutes, I'm going to explain how you can build this. And I'm going to make it so simple, I honestly think a 10-year-old could make this bot. That's how simple I'm going to explain it to you. So I'm going to be doing it step by step. I'm going to be building it from complete scratch. And this is just amazing. If you want to build this for your clients, or maybe you want to build it for yourself, or both, I don't know, but it's going to be amazing. So let me just show you a few conversations, and then we're going to dive straight in to actually the building of it. So I tested this with myself, and I've done so many tests on it, and I'm actually going to show you some live conversations and bookings and sales in a second, but let's just take a look at this one first. So I sent a message to the bot saying, can you help me start my business and get leads? The bot responded, amazing to hear, what's your current offer? The person said, I help wealthy parents get in shape. So let's just say they're a fitness coach, because I help a lot of coaches, so it just makes sense, right? The bot responded, perfect. Have you tried anything to solve this, like so far, basically? So it's leading the conversation and it's asking questions, which is great. And then look how insane this is. So they said, I've tried content, but nothing seemed to work yet. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. So that's what I sent as a message to sort of test the bot to see if it would be able to handle a bit of a unique, answer. And what the bot said was, content is a great start. Have you considered how your content speaks to your ideal client's pain points? So not only is it asking questions and just having a conversation, it's then leading with value because it has a memory key. And a memory key means that it can remember the message here and the message here. So it knows, it can custom tailor the answer to the person, which is exactly what we want. Because the problem with most booking bots is they look too robotic, whereas this is like, an actual person in the DMs. So I cannot stress how valuable this is for you to watch this video because it's going to be, so good. But you can see then it basically sent the Canning link because they're obviously interested. But then here's the best part. It even waited a day and obviously I didn't say anything. And then it did a follow-up. It said, after you book your slot, we'll dive deep into strategies that can make your content not just good, but truly stand out. See you soon. Like, think about that. It's actually doing follow-ups as well. So anytime a prospect stops engaging with this, it's going to do at least 3 to 5 follow-ups for you. And just to show you how this works on an actual person, so this guy, actually let's look at this one, because this is an appointment that got booked. So this guy said, go. So he popped up from my story, and I had a call to action. And once again, it asked a question, what's the main goal of your business right now? And it's actually using language that I would, it's like how I would speak. I would type like this. I would use acronyms and I would use short words. So it's amazing. You can see that I think they tried to call for whatever reason. I have no idea. But you can see that he wanted leads. And yeah, guess what? It said, aiming for quality leads. So it's putting like a tailored answer. And then once again, it's asking for the call to action. So in this time to hop into the school community. So yeah, it's really good. And yeah, here's another one. You can see keyword, but this can also be used for outbound because how it works is whatever we want as the trigger, we can just predict what the second reply will be when we reach out to someone. So if you reach out to, let's just say, a real estate agent and you ask them a simple question like, hey, do you do residential or commercial real estate? Just to get them to respond, you could then have a trigger word as commercial or residential. So we can predict the trigger word because you do need a trigger to start this workflow, but hopefully that makes sense about using this for outbound as well as inbound. So those are just some examples. I literally have this in my Instagram, so if you were to DM me, it would respond with AI, and most people cannot tell this is AI, which is awesome. So let's now just build this from complete scratch. Drop a like on this video because it's going to get very juicy. So yeah, all we need is a trigger. This trigger can be whatever the hell you want. If you want, I don't know, a certain word here, if you want it to be as broad as possible, so anyone who messages you or responds to a message you send, it will just start the workflow. You can do that. That's perfectly fine. In this case, I've just used the word start and business. and make sure you have reply channel. So we're inside Go High Level. A quick reminder, I should have probably said that at the start, that you do need Go High Level. I'll probably leave a link in the description if you want to get it 14 days free. You can test it out. Or if you want free High Level and you want this snapshot, I'll put also a link in the description. It'll be the first one. And in my school, I give you unlimited sub accounts for you and your clients, as well as this snapshot. So you can actually put all of these workflows into your client's business, or you can use it yourself. So that will be the first link in the description. Or yeah, you can just, I don't know, do whatever you want with it. But let's dive in. So you can see you need a trigger word. You can see that I've got 2 here. So I've just made this as broad as possible, but you could have like an exact match phrase. So if you want the exact word to be like grow, for example, so like if you look at my Instagram, you can see that I have DM me word grow. I could put that as, instead of contains match phrase, you can have that as well actually. So you could just put like exact, and then I could just put grow, and then whenever someone messages me that, it's going to respond. Very simple. So this is how you start the workflow, but you can put as many things here you want. Like, yeah, it's really up to you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add an Instagram DM. However, this could be used for Facebook or SMS. So if you're on Facebook, you would just go here and you would put I believe it's Messenger DM. So here you would put Messenger, and you would just type the message that you want to respond to the prospect with, basically. That simple. And if it's text message, you would just come here and you would put, I think, SMS, send SMS, same principle. You would just type whatever you want to respond here, basically. And obviously we're using Instagram DM, so that's once again how you would do that. So now if we look at this, you can see that I've just put amazing to hear, what's your current offer? So if we go back to the, okay, yeah, I can't go back to it, but yeah, that was the first conversation we had. And then what we need to do is we need to put a wait. So let's just go here and let's put wait. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a time delay. So if we look at the one that's here, you can see, okay, so it's a contact reply, not a time delay, a contact reply. Time delay is if we respond with the first message, it would then just wait however long we want and then go into this condition. But a contact reply is just going to see if they responded to the message that we sent here. So amazing, what's your current offer? And then if they didn't respond, after 10 hours, it's going to time out. And timeout means it just goes to one branch, basically. So this branch. And it would send a follow-up, making sure they see this first message. So yeah, wait for contact reply. And then reply channel is Instagram DM, obviously. And then you can put the timeout as 10 hours. Very simple. Hopefully you're following along, and hopefully this isn't too complicated so far. Now we've got a condition. So to get a condition, you want to type if or else. And you can see, you can call this condition whatever you want, doesn't matter. And then here you could have replied, and you could say contact replied, and you could put true. And then you want another branch, and let's call this not replied, and you can do the same thing. You can do contact replied, and then false. So if they do respond to the first message, it's going to ask the next qualifying question. If they don't respond to the first message, it's then going to send them to the follow-up bot. But let's just go through this part of the thing first, and then we can just go over the follow-up bot. So if they do respond, perfect. Now we're going to add a simple qualifying question. So what we can do is we can search for conversational AI, which is here. And what we actually want to do is we want to turn on advanced bot configurations. So if you turn this on, you can see it has actually got everything prompted for you. So you don't actually need to do much prompting at all. It's got additional instructions, and you can have your question here. Once again, we need the timeout. This could be 10 hours, I recommend. And you want the channel to be Instagram, because that's just what we're doing as a demonstration here. But yeah, you can obviously do Facebook or SMS if you want. And then these branches, so hopefully this makes sense. And if you can call this, so the reason that says qualifying question 1 is just because we called it qualifying question 1. So if we look at this, you can see that it's got that should be agency start, because that's the sub account name, but you can call this whatever you want. And you can see it's got the same thing, and we've just told it to be persistent, I mean, you can see the objectives here. So it's given the objectives to the bot. So it says you are given a single question to ask at every reply. Keep at it. Continue the conversation by following the question exactly. You can develop new responses based on the prospect's remarks, but nudge the prospect around the question in your reply. 2. If a user has a specific business query about, once again, that should be your business name, you can refer our wiki to answer that. Be persistent. If the customer is not interested, get them to stay get them to stay and continue to talk. You can only give up after trying 3 times. So this is actually better than like an actual appointment setter, in my opinion, because most of them just get lazy and they just don't show up for work, and they take like an hour between responses. So this is honestly amazing. And you can see we've said keep it under 20 words, try to mirror the prospect's manner, phrasing, and how they talk. And we've just added some extra things here, I believe. And you can pause the video and copy this if you want. You can see that instead of I understand, say, I see what you mean. And you could see that mold into the actual thing. I see what you mean. So this is how it works. And yeah, you can see that we've trained it on what not to say as a poor reply. I don't understand your response. An effective reply, wait, what did you say? So yeah, you can see that we've actually done like a lot of extra stuff here. And then we've also put their body was message body. So this is something you can add, and that allows that allows the bot to remember this message here basically. So how you get that is you just go here and you click, I believe, message and then message body, and then you can just obviously put that there. And then you can also say this, use your witty side and use things like lol and haha. Obviously, if you're speaking to like maybe younger people, if you maybe talking to older people, then you can just not have this. But yeah, so that's that. And then the question we wanted to ask would be, perfect, have you tried anything to solve this? So yeah, that is it. Timeout 10 hours, Instagram, as the channel. And then now we've got branches here. So obviously you can add a condition, and that's a branch. So you can see that we've got no condition met, which is here, which nothing happens. We've got question is answered, and then it would move to the next question. And it's got a timeout, which means that the bot times out, or it doesn't get a response. And then let's quickly go off that. So if they don't respond to this message right here, what's going to happen is we're going to put a thing here that says go to. So go to, and I won't actually save that, but you'd essentially go to this bot up here. Now, this is just another conversational AI. So just like what we've done here, we've also just put the same thing here, but we've called it follow-up bot. And the only thing we've changed is the objectives. We've just said to it, you have not received a response to your last message, and your goal is to come up with a unique follow-up message. And then additional instructions, person has not responded in 1 day, never use the same response twice. So if the lead stops responding at any point of the conversation, it's going to re-engage them back into the conversation by generating a completely unique follow-up that they have not seen anywhere else. So it's not just saying the same follow-up over and over again. It's actually generating a completely new one. And just to recap, how we do that is we just add conversational AI, we turn on the advanced bot configurations, we call this the follow-up bot, and we obviously prompt this to say what we have said here in terms of about you, very small, and then just that. And then question is, that. Ask us a follow-up question to get them to respond. An example could be, have you seen it yet? Or, yo, did you get a chance to check it out? And then timeout is 1 day. And then channel is obviously Instagram. And then we've got the same branches. So that is how the follow-up bot works. And if they respond to the follow-up bot, so person answered the qualifying question 1, it's then going to put them back to the right qualifying question and ask them the next question. And if they didn't respond to the follow-up bot, then it's just going to keep doing follow-ups basically. I think at least 3 times. But you could put it as 10 times. You could put it as infinite, so that they never get to leave the conversation if you wanted to. So now, if they respond to this first question, it's then going to ask this second qualifying question, which could be, cool, would you be open to hopping on a quick 20-minute call later this week? And that's what I found to work really well. It's gentle, it lowers sales resistance, it doesn't raise their guard in terms of like sales and just like, yeah, getting resistance, because you want to do this in the least like salesy way. And I've just like figured that this works the best, and I've booked like hundreds of appointments using this alone basically. So once again, action name is just the qualifying question. We have the advanced bot configurations turned on, and hopefully now you're just starting to understand this all remains the same. So this is literally the same, and what you can actually do here is you can click on these three dots and you can copy, and then you can actually copy this action and you can copy it here. So what that means is, I don't actually know how you go off this now, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You go off it. Let's just put that. Okay, I think maybe there we go. So it's gone off it, but you get what I mean. You can just copy this and then paste it here. Copy this and paste it here, because it's the same thing. The only thing that changes now is the question. And then once again, it does the same thing. So if they don't respond to this qualifying question, it's then going to, so if we look at this and we go down to the bottom, you can see that timeout is the bot times out. And if we look at this, you can see that it's going to wait 0.2 minutes. So the reason, if they don't respond to qualifying question 2, the reason we've put a wait here of 2 seconds is because we don't want the bot to get stuck in a loop, which can happen if you don't add this. So we put a simple wait and we wait for time delay, and that stops us getting stuck in a loop essentially. So now it just does the same thing. So it goes to here. So it goes to qualifying question 2, because if they didn't respond, it's just going to ask the question again in a slightly different way to get them to respond and to answer. And then if they did respond, it's going to take them to the booking bot, which is once again the same thing, conversational AI, the exact same thing now. And then you're just going to say send link to sign up, and then you're going to put your appointment. So you could just put your literal appointment link here. So if it's Calendly, you can put your Calendly link. If you use Go High Level Calendar, you can put the calendar there. Doesn't matter. Just put whatever you want to sell here, basically. And then tell them to let you know when they have done it so you can confirm. Because if they don't respond and they don't say, Charlie, I booked a call for 8 p.m. Friday, it's then going to send a follow-up if they don't say anything. So it's perfect. So you always want to get the person to just let you know the time so you can confirm it on your end. And that will obviously allow us to do follow-ups if they don't respond. And then once again, it's the exact same thing here. So that should be obvious now. Time's out. Obviously, if they don't respond, it's going to go up to the booking bot where it's going to ask a completely unique follow-up that hasn't been seen before. If they do respond, then it's going to say, I think this is just going to answer any questions. So at this point, what you'll notice is that when you send the calendar link, some prospects will have questions. That is very common. So now it's just going to do like a bit of a Q&A. So if they ask a question, it's going to wait, and it's essentially going to, answer that question, if that makes sense, just using conversational AI. And if they don't respond, then it's just going to, once again, send the follow-up bot to get them re-engage back into the conversation. So that is literally how simple it is. So it may look confusing, and it may look like there's a bunch of wires and stuff going on here, but it's really that simple. And once you've had to play around with it, and once you've changed the prompts to your liking, it's going to absolutely kill for you or your clients. Now, you need to make sure you have re-entry turned on. Very important. I probably should have said that at the start, because it's very important for you, and that allows you to keep going into the thing. So if you want to test this workflow by just commenting a trigger in the DMs, then you obviously want to allow re-entry, because it allows prospects to come back into the conversation. So that's really important. And then you can leave all of this off, and that's all you need. Just make sure you've turned re-entry on. If you've made it to this part of the video, congratulations, give yourself a pat on the back, and I've got something very special to show you. So if you thought the one I just showed you was good, like the AI appointment setter for Instagram, obviously we've got Facebook and SMS, but that is just scratching the surface. We have about 10 to 15 different versions of that. We've got AI cold calling, we've got low ticket funnel workflows, high ticket funnel workflows, we've got, AI outbound call automations. You can see it's crazy. Like, I'm not just saying this, and you can get all of these automations in an actual free high-level account. So there is simply nothing like this. Webinar workflows, you also get, if we go here, you can see that we have cold email drip campaign and follow-up. So all of these built for you in a free Go High Level account. You can see this is just an email sequence with actual copywriting in it. So once again, even this is scratching the surface because you get all of this in a free high level account under me, as well as you get access to the school community where you can just, talk with like-minded people who are interested in AI. You can see how active it is. It's a very, very amazing community I've built. You also get coaching. So we have so many different coaching calls every single week. You can see the calendar. It's absolutely full. Classroom, how to build an offer, lead gen, appointment setting, sales, more AI service delivery, you name it, we've got it. ManyChat, make.com. Yeah, that's all I need to say. The first link in the description will grant you access to this. It's even cheaper than high level, so you'll save money. I truly wanted to make this to be impactful and just to have purpose, because there's a lot of like high ticket things in the market, and I personally don't agree with it. I think that everyone should be able to get their foot in the door with selling AI or including AI into their business, and I think this is the perfect start. So if you enjoyed this video, just drop a like, subscribe. I've got some amazing videos coming soon on the channel, so you definitely don't want to miss that. So that is a reason why you should subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care and have a wonderful day.